Hi, how are you all doing? This is Amaya Tala, and I help people in Mother Earth flourish through the activation of our inner natural and the alignment of that to Mother Earth. So, today I'm going to be talking about a rhythmic life. We are so used to having like a fast life. We're so programmed to have, to do things very fast, to have so many deadlines, short deadlines, and deadlines within deadlines that we die. It's a dead line. It just sucks out all of the life from our life. And a lot of us are just walking zombies, trying to go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and not enjoying anything. Because even when we become successful in one thing, we find ourselves wanting to do more and more and more and more, wanting to have more and more and more and more, and not really usually having the satisfaction that's really permanent and real and really there for our life. Like, where are we going? Where are we? And this is the things, the questions that sometimes when we stop and just listen, we can have that space to like ponder about it and to think about it and really question, like entertain those questions. A lot of us don't even have the time and energy to entertain those types of questions. And so today I'm going to be talking about something that we can ponder on, which is a rhythmic life. And this is something that I'm still also exploring myself, and I'm also kind of like applying in my life as well. But so far, um, I have been applying this in my life already for a while now, and it just brings me a lot of joy because I don't need to rush. I don't need to. I'm not all over the place. Like I have created a certain dance in my life that helps me enjoy my life more, flourish in my life. In the YouTube world, we actually see a lot of like routine videos, like morning routine, night routines, a day in a life. And they're very good. I love YouTube videos and I love YouTubers. Not all of them, but I do love a lot of YouTubers who just share these knowledge to everyone else so that we can just create a life that we all deserve. Like, this is our life now. Our ancestors have given us the legacies of their own journeys in the past so that we can live the life that we want to create today. Yes, they want to inspire us with their wisdom. They want to teach us what they went through and the lessons that they've learned and the bravery and the courage that they set as examples for our community. But at the end of the day, we are continuing the stewarding of the genes and the DNA that they passed on to us. And at the end of the day, we are the ones who's experiencing the life through the DNA that they've passed on. And we're creating this life. And so, our body, our emotions, our mental mind, our imagination already are the tools that can communicate with us, whether we are in alignment or whether we are living the life that feels good, that vibes good. When we dance, we don't usually look at the metrics and the measurements and like someone telling us, oh yeah, sometimes the teachers or the crowd will tell you like, oh yeah, you're dancing right, or sometimes it's good to have third perspective. But in general, it's the way we feel, it's the way we vibe, it's the way, even when we're out of tune, or when we're out of sync or out of rhythm, if that's the way you dance, if that's the way you groove, even if it's not in sync with the music, it's just how you feel the music, then that's all that matters. You're expressing yourself. You're expressing how you're created, your uniqueness, what makes you different. And you a lot of people enjoy that. A lot of people enjoy other people just being who they are, even when they're not perfect, even when they're not necessarily what society expects them to be. We love those things. We love the kinks. We love the weirdness. We love a little bit of craziness. And you know, a lot of that kind of vibe and that kind of expression we feel through our body, we feel through our emotions. And so, you know, it's a feeling, it's a rhythm. And so in the rhythmic life, it's a very it's a gateway towards living. I feel rhythm that we learn about from arts, from dancing, from, you know, not living too much in the head, you know, from just, you know, that type of wisdom, is a gateway to life, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. And so, and that rhythm and vibe is something that we can already access and feel through our bodies. And so in a world today when we're trying to rush, and you know, the society has programmed many of us to have to do so many things, I think this is something we can think about again. You know, spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and thank you for watching this video for however long this video is going to be, and just set a time to pause and think, and to think about, is a fast life really giving you life, or is it leading you towards dead ends, dead lines? It's dead. So, you know, yeah. So maybe this is something we can think about, maybe experiment in our lives, groove in our lives, flow in our lives, and just recognize how our ancestors, they have cycles. They align their activities with the cycles of the universe, the cycles of nature. They have a certain events in a certain year, like with the Ifugo tribe. You know, their rituals are aligned with the agricultural cycles, you know, and it's a very rhythmic type of living, and they don't need to rush. They have a rhythm. They're not slow either. You know, but there is a certain rhythm. There's a time to rest, there's a time to work, there's a time to be with community, there's a time to create, to make certain things, a time to mourn, a time to celebrate. There's a time for everything in the dance of life. So, and I feel like it, you know, it's a free will world, so you can live the way you want, but this is just another option of another life that we can create, where we actually feel vibrant and we feel many aspects of life, and we can choose what we can incorporate in our life. And I think, you know, how our ancestors live, and this is my personal opinion, obviously, it's an inspiration. You know, it's the way they lived. And today we have the freedom, which our ancestors fought for, is our freedom to live the life where we feel free. And if we really truly feel free, then, you know, what else matters? You know, if a vibrant life makes you feel free, which I feel free with a vibrant life, where I get to feel joy, I get to savor the moments, I get to, I don't feel rushed. I feel like I have a rhythm in my life. I want to feel that life, you know. So this is something that you can kind of like ponder on and munch on, you know, whenever you find this video. And, you know, just think outside the matrix a little bit. and see how, you know, the natural life, nature is already giving us all this wisdom to be able to be free and live the life that we want. And so, yeah, and that's what I want to say about a rhythmic life. And I hope that brought some sort of inspiration in your space. And yeah, I saw this painting behind me. This is a painting by my partner. And it's amazing because I love this painting because you can't really see the words, but it's a lot of chaos and stuff. But there is a slight embedded words here. And I think the painting is also made of words behind it. But there's a short phrase here that says, "It's that simple." Yeah, so yeah, I'm just really, really proud. This is by Eddie, my partner. And yeah, you know, and you know, in that simplicity, we find so many jewels, so many wisdom. Nature is so simple, but that's where you find all the juice. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I want to say about this rhythmic life. You know, maybe I'll be posting more videos in the future about how to actually flow with life. And I know my other video about something about flow, I think other people like that video, so I might record more videos about just flowing and having rhythm in life. And I do post some dance videos. That's the point of those, is to get us into the rhythm, into the vibe. So I hope you're enjoying them. And also with my singing and stuff, I'll be posting more of that. It's like, it's more for healing and more for embodiment and like anchoring a certain type of energy in our lives, in our community. That's why I'm doing those things. And yeah, you know, I'm also evolving as a person, so I'm still incorporating those into my life to become more consistent in my life and in our community. And yeah, and I also want to invite you all, if you're in the Austin, Texas area, I will be having an event in the Asian American Research Center on November 30th, Thursday at 5 p.m. And I'll be facilitating a nature art workshop where we will be aligning our natural selves with nature. We will be activating our natural selves and aligning that with nature through natural art with some recyclable materials. But our intention is to really connect with the natural rhythm, our natural design, our natural creativity, our natural connections, just a natural way of life, and just being raw, you know, having a space to actually think about that and explore that and cultivate that. And with that comes healing, with that comes connection, with that comes advocacy for nature, and the abundance that nature has for all of us already accessible. And you know, there's going to be healing, there's going to be a tending circle where we're going to be discussing, you know, what comes up for us as a circle, as a group, in terms of this kind of healing, to get back to our roots, to get back to who we are essentially, which is already whole and connected to everything, you know. And we're gonna be doing that through art, you know. And I wish there's music, but maybe later on there I'm gonna be incorporating music as well. Again, I'm gonna be sharing some indigenous wisdom that I learned from the Ifugo tribe, and you know, other cultures that I've come across with in my journey to get to know the community on the ground, and the stories that I heard from them. So I'll be incorporating that into the circle, so that it will be a guide for us in our expression and our advocacy and our actions. So at the end of the session, my goal is for us to have a certain inspired action step that we want to take so that we can manifest the energy, the vision that we have for ourselves, our community, and the world. So, it's exciting times. You know, all of this is already accessible. We just need to go through the hump of resistance that keeps us in the status quo and actually go and just get up, stand up, and do something. Take the first step. Let's take the first step for our lives, for our community, for Mother Earth, for a beautiful and vibrant life. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be sharing this space with you all. And thank you so much for being with me in this space, for cultivating this space with me. And we're gonna be continuing this. This is our life now, and let's accept this and just affirm and claim this, because this is our divine right. All right, thank you everyone. Thank you Divine for channeling these messages that I also need to hear. Yes, until next time, I hope you have a lovely, lovely, beautiful life, present moments, savoring and juicy, juicy, juicy life. Until next time, I love you all. Take care, blessings, and namaste.